Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Renzo Vargas. So I'm doing a tutorial today on proper technique and the way to sit also on the stool or on the chair, mostly when you're sitting on the drum set, all right? And the height that your practice pad should be when you're sitting. Normally recommend that you're always sitting very comfortable, especially if you're going to be practicing for a long time on the practice pad. Get a comfy chair, try to get a decent stool, and very important, your posture. You should always be sitting up straight, never slouching, never just because you can mess up your back. You literally can't, okay? So I brought a chair. I was playing on a cajon earlier. I brought an actual drum stool that goes up and down, and so I could show you the proper heights and the reasons why we sit on a drum set a certain way, okay? Either on the drum set or on the practice pad. So the main thing when you're sitting up and you're sitting straight, your back should be straight. You should be sitting up. Okay, so the reason why we do this is one, for our spine to be straight and so we don't have any problems. Another one is your arms, only this part of the arm should go up. Okay, so if I go up, only this part of my arm is going up, not this. A lot of people do this, they do the chicken wing, they do all these things, they play like this. This is wrong. Okay, now normally this is what you want to do. You want to let go of your arms, hold the sticks on the side, and all you want to do is lift this part of the arm up. Nothing else moves. You're relaxed. Everything is relaxed. My hands are relaxed. All I'm doing is this and going straight to the middle of the pad. All right? I'm not doing this. I'm not holding the sticks like this. I'm not playing up here, or nor am I playing too low. All right? So we're going to get to that now. So proper sitting position is this, sitting up straight. All right? And all you want is your arms to go straight on the pad. Now notice on the pad I only have about a stick space between the pad and my stick over here. I don't know if you guys could tell from the angle. Alright, so that's about what you want. You want about a finger space between the stick and the pad. Now you don't want to have 2 finger spaces, you don't want to have 3 finger spaces or 4 finger spaces. You want to have just 1 finger space. You want to have the stick to be able to fit there. Now what happens, and I see this a lot, when you guys are playing with the pads a little bit too high, and you're playing like this. This is wrong. One, there's no blood flow. You're putting the hands like this, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. This is too high. Okay, so you want this. Not only that, your pad should be here, not this. This is wrong. Or it tells you to do this, and this is wrong too. Because one, you're gonna get tired. 2, this is the wrong position. All right, so this is wrong. Now another thing that I see a lot of you guys do is do this. Play with the pad too low, or hit with the snare too low. And this is wrong too. I'll show you why. If you're sitting up here, now how many finger spaces do I have here? Between here and here. I have about 4. The problem with that is that the rebound of the stick won't be the same because it's supposed to hit flat. I'm going to show you in a little bit. Alright, so this is wrong. You're not supposed to hit the drum like this because the stick will not rebound the same. Okay? Now another thing, when you're playing drums, you're going to be hitting your legs all the time. You're playing boom, boom. This is wrong. I see a lot of drummers doing this, a lot of drummers playing the wrong way, having the drum set up nice and the snare drum is like all on the floor, like really, really, really low, and it's wrong, okay? So I suggest doing it the right way, sitting up straight. See right there is a little bit too high. I'm gonna lower it about 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches. And then the main idea is you're always sitting up straight and you go like this. Okay, and then you have about a stick space or a finger space, okay, between your stick. And the reason why I was telling you this is because the stick is like a little ball. Imagine the tip of the stick being a little ball and you're playing basketball, all right, and you're letting the stick bounce, all right. So you hold it, and you let it bounce. Look, I'm just holding it, not even touching the stick. I'm just letting it on the fulcrum point of the stick. Now, this is like a little basketball, so you want the basketball to go up. If you're having too many fingers up, like we were when the pad was lower, you're hitting the ball and the ball's going that way. What you want is the ball to be as flat as possible and to hit straight back up for the rebound of the stick to hit back up, so all you have to do is pull the stick back down. So if you have it on the fulcrum point and you hit it, it lets it bounce freely. Okay, so that's what you want. You want to let it bounce freely. Nice and flat. The flattest possible without hitting the rim of the drum. Alright, this is the reason why we sit like this and goes like this. So when we have rebound, what we're doing is letting the stick bounce and pull it back down. Bounce, pull it back down. Bounce, That's a little bit more advanced technique that we're gonna learn way later on, but that's the idea. Okay? Now another thing, the reason why I'm sitting a little bit high, it's because I'm 5'11", and when you're sitting on a drum set, this also is wrong because of the same reasons with the pad. If I was sitting really low on the chair, what happens here? My legs, they're at an angle that are a little bit up, so there's no blood flow going through this, especially if you have a thick belt or something and it's really cutting your circulation. All right, so when you're playing low, one, your drum set is going to be super low unless you set up, you know, and you're playing like this, and when you're playing double pedal, there's no balance either. You cannot balance yourself on the chair. You're supposed to be able to balance yourself on the stool, on the drum throne. Okay, so very important that when you sit on the drums, your legs are not super straight or that you're not super high either. All right, another thing that I see a lot of drummers, unless you're tall, they sit like this high on the drum stool, which is wrong. Okay, now you need to sit straight where your legs are flat and you have a little bit of an angle for the blood flow to go through. Okay, while you're in, I'm able to balance myself on the drum throne so I can play double pedal. All right, so I'm able to do this. Okay, so don't over sit too high or don't sit too low on the drum set. All right, so there's a purpose why we do all this stuff on the drum set. Okay, so this should be around the height of your pad. Okay, so now we understand the proper height. We understand how we sit on the drums and why, and the rebound of the stick on the drum. Okay, so I'm going to do another video now on technique, on actually how we hold the sticks, now that we understand all this stuff. Okay, so here we go.